There we are. Play the intro. Hello everyone. Oh god, how do I look like? Thanks for hanging out with me. This is the 15K Let's Talk EV special. It's the same as always. We're gonna go through the same stuff. But yeah, today I reached 15,000 subscribers. And that's awesome because 8 months ago I reached 10,000 subscribers. So it took 8 months to get another 5. And before it took not that long from 5 to 10 because I got the ID3. But I want to go through a bit of the last 8 months with you on subscriber count and videos and whatever. But of course, before we do news, EV news, then channel news, then what's coming, and that's it. And stuff like that. But Jürgen is here. Thank you. Then Adams and Daniel. Thank you very much. That was fun to get the 15K that early. For Cindy, 5Ks over City. Very possible. Yeah, it's awesome. But let's go fast through the news. And then we go on. First, Volkswagen is planning on 2024 to build a small EV like the e-up and stuff. And it will start with the, where does it say? There, with the Skoda Elroq in the beginning of 24. No, in mid 24. Then will be the Seat Alcantara, and then in 25 the Volkswagen ID1. All the same car, so almost the same car. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna party in a second. So that's planned. Next, Tesla is starting the Model Y test production in Austin in August. That's cool. So that the Model Ys are being produced not just in California, also in Texas. That's cool. Next thing, Mercedes will show the EQE on the IAA. That's the International Autoausstellung, so International Car something show. And I will be there. They will unveil the EQE, would just be a smaller than the EQS. Excited to see that. Next, Renault will, the R5 will be the electric version of the Megane, I think. And the normal R5 will have the 100 kilowatt motor that the Peugeot E208, E2008, the Citroën C4E or EC4, something like that. And what was the other thing? The Opel or Vauxhall Corsa E. Also the same 100 kilowatt motor, but there will be an Alpine version with 160 kilowatt. So that's cool. Fastnet opened another charging station in Germany, in Frankfurt, where is this? A71. I think it's Autocad UK developed a CG Auto 2 mock-up as they have sources. It's cute. When will the normal 2.3 rollout be? The one where for all the ID3 owners, not just first movers. I think this is when the first movers are done, when they see what's working, what's not working, what's the problem, and then they fix it before they send it out to everyone. Great work checking in from the UK. Thank you, Thomas. Interesting they went for an ID4 front and not ID3. It's cute. Yes, Fastnet is in Germany. Fastnet is not very common. They have 22 stations. I mean, in the Netherlands they have millions. That's just awesome. Next, the ID bus was spotted testing in the Alps. Let's look at that. Yeah, the front looks awesome. Not so toy-like like in the prototype. That looks more normal and more like ID3, ID4. You can see that they have a lot of stuff in the back, electronics to measure stuff. You can just see they have a lot of stuff in there. Bremsen test. So they're testing the braking, maybe on the downhill, how the regen is. That's very possible. Cute. Then opening superchargers to OEMs give Tesla access to $7.5 billion EV fund. The 7.5 is for everyone, not just for Tesla. But if they open their chargers to everyone, then they can get funds from the EU for building electric chargers. But there are some rules. They have to be open all the time. Everyone should be able to charge. Well, not everyone, the CCS standard. And so they can have access to this. And Inside EV thinks that's the reason why they want to open the chargers. Next thing, I have some pictures of the EQS SUV from Mercedes. It's okay. Doesn't look too good. But I'm not an SUV guy. I'm the wrong one. Next thing was last week, ID.5 GTX was shown to some press people. I was not invited. Not saying anything. Not that I don't, that's just saying. Fine. It's just the ID.4 GTX, but a different form. It's the same car. It's still in camouflage. I don't know why, but yeah, they decided to do that. Next thing, that the made in China Tesla Model Ys are approaching Europe. They're on a ship. They should be delivered soon. I mean, some say that something should arrive in August 17th, the first chip or something. It's just cute how people are following that. But I get that. They did that with the Ioniq 5 too. Next thing, which is very interesting, and I want to read what he said. Herbert Diest, CEO of Volkswagen, criticizes Ionity because he made a road trip, and it's amazing when you read this, what he's saying. A great tour, great, yeah, whatever. We were on the Bodensee, and then with the ID.3, with the Pro S, so with the big battery, great range if you don't drive too fast. Could have done it with one to the Garda lake. Could have done it without charging, especially in the traffic, holiday traffic. But only 4 chargers over the Brenner, which is the one way to get over the Alps. And of course, everything was full where there was all shopping centers. Then they drove further on, and then there was no toilet, no coffee. One charger was broken, and then he's complaining, "Hey, Onity, that's not premium charging infrastructure." Didn't like that. But we come to the Ionity. Last week, what was started construction was in Poland, one, and one in Italy. And what went live in the last week? Let's look. None. None went live in the last week because Ionity said that till the end of this year should be 400 charging stations, and they are at 362. Another 43 are in construction. But let's look at the map at Ionity. And when I look in Germany, it's still only one charger being built. In France, not too much. UK, not too much. Norway is done, I think, as well. Yeah. Sweden, there's one more. Finland, only 3. Estonia is a lot. Where's the one in Poland? In Poland, a lot, but they're all in construction. Nothing is done. Czech Republic. Yeah, it would be nice to have one here, my road, since when we will ever go there. And in Italy, there's always this big thing where there's nothing if you want to travel, especially on holidays. Portugal already has 2 live. That's great for Marcus. Spain has lots. But you can see the density is... Oh, froze? Yeah, there was too much. I moved around too much. Are you still there? Oh, I think everything froze. Oh no. The stream froze too. It was last time too. Yeah, it's weird. It takes a second and then it will come back. It was last time too. Yeah, now we're back. And that's it. There was the news. Let's read what you're saying. Interesting. ID5 question mark. Yeah, ID5 is just an ID4 with Sportback in the end. I could see an ID3 getting a facelift to look more like the ID4. In front bumper, ID Pro looks terrible. I don't think so. Will you test ID Bus if I ever get one? Well, I didn't get the ID5 GTX, so I don't know. I would have preferred an ID front on the ID2. It's a shame they had to go with the mini SUV design. Okay. I like the bus prototype more. I think it looks too much Toyota high ace. No, the prototype will never come. It was just same with the ID3 when it was called Neo. It's just a prototype. That's not something you can put out for production for everyone. They pinched off the transfer something. Light cluster could be better too. The front will look very, very similar to ID3, ID4, pretty sure. Need 20K for the divide. That's true. What? How could Volkswagen miss you? They did not miss you. They just didn't care. Miss me? They just invited a few people and I was not included. I didn't even know that this thing happened. I asked them today and they said, yeah, it was just a small thing. Okay. In Champo, there's a quite big shell with all the stuff just 10 meters from the chargers. Cute. Ooh, that I've here look great with the fastback. Denmark, question mark? Was I not in the Denmark? I'm sorry. What I don't understand about Ioniq is that there are new stations being put in, so why is the Ioniq at Leeds skeleton service not covered? As I got totally soaked trying to... all of them. I hate that too. That charging stations don't have a roof. At least 2 or 3 meters, so when you plug in that you don't get wet. And the worst thing is the Volvo XC40 that I have right now, the press car. Same with the Fiat 500e. They are or the Polestar 2. They have the problem if high power chargers, they have a heavy cable and you plug it in, that the heavy cable pulls a bit and then the connection is a millimeter out and then they don't communicate with the charger. That's why you have to hold, you have to press and hold the plug into the socket and wait for 20 seconds. And if it's raining like this, you have to wait for 20 seconds in the rain. That's just awesome. Fastnet, they have this building thing where there should be a roof, but for example in Pilsting, not far away, 70 kilometers away, there's a Fastnet and it has that building, but it's open. You still get wet. Normally they have solar panels or something on there, but not there. Not happy. Where were we? Evening all, back from Dresden and no car cause plates had not arrived. 11 kilometers ride in vain. Volkswagen restaurant dealer at work. What? That's annoying. They didn't tell you that they didn't get the plates? So you drove there for nothing? Yeah, it's shameful. West coast of Denmark is still no EV land. I'm so sorry. Any Choose 3.0 software rumors? No. I don't have anything about that. I mean, I know what Volkswagen wants to have in the car at some point. I mean, the preheating or preconditioning for the battery to have perfect charging speed at some point. And a better software so that the heat pump works more efficient. But when and how, I don't know. Why do the ID3 wipers work the opposite way around the rest of the Volkswagen cars? Push up the stock rather than pull down. I don't get it for it, or is it mine weird up the wrong way? I don't know. I drive so many press cars and every car is different. Some you have to put down, some you have to go up. And I never drove other Volkswagens, so I couldn't tell you. They decided for whatever reason for that. Today is International Day of Cats. Yeah, it's true. He was just here. My God, and he loses fur. Oh my God. Look at that. I can't see. My God. I ordered my ID3 a couple weeks back, but expected delivery date is December to the UK. Ooh. Reserved my ID4 on Friday, now waiting for it to be built. Cool. ID5 is for Chinese market only? Or is that the ID6 getting confused, this name scheme? I know that the ID6 is for the Chinese market. I don't know if ID5 as well. No idea. Your audio level is very low. No, it's not. It should be the normal level as always. Huh! It's in the red. Are you sure? No, I'm here full. It should be okay. Audio level should be fine. It's coming from here. Am I wrong? The other people say the same thing? Too long sauna session. I missed first 11 minutes. That's okay. Nothing happened. In USA, so the base pro model. Woo. Exactly. We need the audio level is low. Audio is fine. I'm more concerned about the sound. Audio is a bit low. How is that possible? It's always that. I always have the same settings. Am I quieter today? Is it the shirt? Oh, I will turn it up a bit. But not that it's doing anything. Hello? Low compared to other videos, but only when you live stream. Well, that's normal. I cannot get the same volume than in my normal videos, because in normal videos there's a compressor on top of it, and the live stream software has a compressor, but it sounds horrible. But I turned it up. Where were we? Yes, we drove. When were we? I was missing something. We need either an extra arm or roofs. Okay. Yes, they should have some sort of roof solar on charging station. Yeah. I got my e-up a couple of weeks ago. Your videos helped me decide between it and the Twingo. Sorry to your wife. That's okay. She's fine with that. Yes, we drove in vain 1100 kilometers to pick up a car where the sign package had been lost in Dresden or DLL, which the dealer and Gleason will have to fight out. No excuse, no coupon, just bad service. That's just bad. That is bad. So sorry. Yeah, they should have told you that the plates are not here. Please do not come. We don't know when it's arriving. Would be nice if Volkswagen gave us a software update to allow the camera to be dash cam or parking mode camera. This will never come, since you don't have 360-degree camera. When you have that at some point, but this is not a priority for them. This is when everything else is working, and then they can go become toys. And this is problematic in Germany and other countries for privacy. So that's where Tesla has problems with their Sentry mode. I'm more concerned about the sun around here, Southern Europe. Test drive an Ioniq 5 today. Cool, an absolutely beautiful car to drive. That's good. What are the upcoming EV tests? Yeah, let's do some news. So we talk about the 15K in a second. I had the Hyundai Kona. You saw the first video yesterday, 2 days ago. For 2 weeks, it's already gone since Tuesday. On Monday, I got the Volvo Xc40. I'm enjoying that car a bit because it has 300 kilowatt all-wheel drive. That's a lot of fun, I have to say. The acceleration feels. This is my power, I have to say. This fits me very well. All-wheel drive, 300 kilowatt. I don't need more. This is the same with the Polestar 2. This is the car where I push it and I'm saying, no, I don't need more. This is, and it's sometimes I push it too much, so I shouldn't. But it's very nice. Also nice like the interior with the Android system, infotainment system, and then Spotify is in the car like in Tesla, and then you don't need the phone for this. Of course, then there's no Android Auto because you just use that and Google Maps, and it works really nice. It doesn't show a range, but except when it's under 20% state of charge, but you can ask it. And I saw that it's really going with the consumption of the last few kilometers, so it calculates the range really well. So the Volvo is a nice car to drive. I have to say I'm enjoying it, but I did the first range test. Again, I did that before in Frankfurt, but now I did it in home turf, and it's low. Not a lot of range in that car. It's very inefficient. I will do more videos with the car. I want Cindy to drive it because I want her to experience all-wheel drive and 300 kilowatt, 408 horsepower. She has to do that. And I will do the 90 kilometers an hour range test next weekend or so, and then Rakobi test during the week. And do a live stream maybe with the 90 kilometers an hour drive. And then that's it for press cars, because then I have a break, not wanted break, because the next press car will come in October, mid of October, the ID.3 Pure, the small battery, and then mid of November I get the Skoda Enyaq 80, so the big battery, for 2 weeks. And hopefully in the end of August, beginning of September, one of my Patreons is giving me a special car that he will receive, that I can do all the tests with. Hopefully very early, we'll see. So that nobody else is done all those tests. It will be very interesting, charging test, range test, and so on. And I'm still waiting from Kia to give me any news on the Kia EV6. That would be nice. When people can drive their car. I mean, I know that in Vienna they showed the car, but I want to drive it. That would be interesting. So what my plan is, so that the Volvo XC40 will be picked up tomorrow in a week. And then what I want to do next is the 1 year, 21,000 kilometer range tests and charging tests with my ID.3. I did them last year in September 12th. I did all those 3 tests, and I want to see what's the difference now. We'll do that on the weekend when it's nice weather. We'll do the same tests and see if it's still the same range, how much degradation we have, charging, how much goes into the battery and stuff like this. That would be interesting. Almost a year later, 11 months, and 21,000 kilometers later. I'm looking forward to that. And then a few more videos with ID.3, with charging. I want to do a charging loss comparison between charging it from 2 kilowatt with 2 kilowatt, so with the granny charger with 11 kilowatt, and with high power charger, maybe even DC charger, and see how much different there is in charging loss, always from, I don't know, we'll see, 50% to 100, and see what's the difference, of 50 to 80. I don't know yet. We'll see. I will see what I can do, and then we'll see for the. Yeah, I'm still waiting for Renault to talk to me about the Dacia Spring press car. They said it will come in the fall, but no date or anything, and no, they didn't give me. We can do this in October, November, or something. So just it's coming. That means other get it first, and I have to ask again, and then they give me a date. That's how it's working. I asked Polestar again for the Polestar 2. They said no, I'm on a list. We'll see. I asked Seat again for the Cupra Born. They said I'm on a list. So I don't know how this will work. The car show in Munich will be on, the press day will be on September 6th, on the Monday. That will be nice. That's in 3 weeks. Is that true? No. We're on the 8th. 1, 2, 3, in 4 weeks. 4 weeks on the Monday. I will film, of course, there. I have a holiday on that day and do all the stuff. What else is coming? I think that's it. Okay. I read on the Going Electric forum that there are production disruption at the Zwickau plant. Any information about that? No, sorry, I have no idea. Didn't hear anything and have no idea. I'm sorry. Interested in the Ioniq 5, but USA spec website doesn't mention head-up display. Hyundai corporate avoiding answer question about head-up display availability, saying it should ask dealer. Seems odd. Isn't there a weird thing with the States and head-up displays? Isn't there something? I know that the ID4 does not come with head-up display in the States. Maybe it's not coming there. Congratulations, you've doubled subscriber within a year. I think even less. I mean, I had 5,000 subscribers in last year in August, so a year ago, and then came the ID.3, and I got 2,500 subscribers within a month or so, which is extreme. And also last month, so two months ago, June, the Ioniq 5 videos also gave me a lot of subscribers, almost 1,000 new subscribers just with 4 videos. And I tried to get the Ioniq 5 again. I really tried so many times, but it did not happen. I mean, think of it. If Autosangle would not broke the Ioniq 5 rear-wheel drive, and I had the ID4 rear-wheel drive at that time, if I could have done a few videos with those two cars, oh, compare them, and then do a consumption test, range test with both cars. Oh my God, this would have been a big deal, but it didn't happen. Can't have everything. um, 50K means 1500 kilometer test ride. No. ID4 production issues indeed. The pre-cache seatbelt tension are not available. Okay. Either you drop the pre-cache system for the rebate or you wait 3 months. Okay. Didn't you email me? Somebody emailed me and told me that. I didn't know that the ID4 has seatbelt tension, or is this normal in cars? I have no idea. Any rumors about ID3 58 kilowatt hour with faster charging speed, 125 kilowatt? Well, it's not a rumor. When you buy an ID3 now, with that battery, a new one, it says on the website that it's charging with 120 kilowatt. Do you know if the motors in the 145 and 205 are the same? Just limit the 145. What does 205 mean? We have 150, which is 204 horsepower. Oh, you mean that? I think it has nothing to do with the motor. It has to do with the battery. That the power delivery from the battery, how much power you need, cannot be that high, I think. Hurrah, you will test Rolls-Royce. That's right, exactly. Could you ask for MG5 long-range car for review? Looks like a good affordable family EV. I asked for the MG5 and they said it's most likely not coming this year to test. Dutch already before arrival compared to European-made cars. No dampening stuff anywhere. Pure metal, poorly put together, will hurt the brand. Yes, but it's very cheap and people like that. A test drove the Spring. It's cheap in every sense of the word, but not as slow as you could fear. It's not fast. Okay. Sorry I'm late. Had to do the shopping. That's okay, Marty. Next move, compared ID4 GTX and Ioniq 5 and Mustang. Yeah, but they did. Yeah, I wanted to do that in June, not now. That would have been nice. Still no over-the-air update. Well, I'm sorry. Yes, Chris, I mailed you this on Friday. Yeah, see? I remember stuff. And I get a lot of emails, so sorry. Yes, so let's talk about a 15K. That's really cool. I'm very happy about that. I didn't know when it would happen because I'm always waiting and I look at it and it's just awesome to see. And YouTube has this nice subscriber count now in the thingies. Where it's a live subscriber count. Ooh, we're even already at 1520. Woohoo! Yeah. There we are. Why is this so weird? Let's do, want to see that? Let's do since the beginning. Seatbelt pre-tension or safety feature for at least 20 plus here. The car recognizes a critical pre-collision. Then all belts are spinned up. Mighty 3 only went to guarantee and they changed the batteries. Ooh! That's hard. Then the rockets might kick in too. First kind of tension was back then. 15K and just 48 likes. How is that possible? That's okay. I have 28 likes here. Oh, this website. Am I still here? This is frozen. No, it's 51. 51 likes, but 104 people. Who cares about my 15K? If I say something about the ID3, then there are more people here. That's okay. Last week I said that my parents talked about buying an Opel Corsa E. The dealer talked them out of it. It seems they don't want to sell EVs. Yeah, I had the same experience with the Kia EV6. So I pre-ordered Kia EV6 GT, paid 100 euros, and then after a while they said we get special information, never came. The same as ID3, the same as the Ioniq 5, nothing is coming. I don't know what that whole pre-booking, I don't know. I'm not impressed with all the car makers when it comes to the pre-booking. I think that if somebody is pre-booking, you should give them something special. I don't know. I mean, the pre-booker test drive with the ID3, that was something very special, I have to say. But other than that, no information, no special email that you know something. I don't know. Where was I? But a few months later, when I pre-booked the Kia EV6 GT, I got an email that I should specify who's my dealer, and the dealer will contact me. And I did that. And then, I don't know, 2 weeks later, during the day when I was at work, during the week, so a normal day, when people are at work, so at noon or something, the dealer called me at home, did not leave a message, and that was it. And if I would not see that somebody called and I would research what the number was and then see, it's that dealer, I would not know who that was, and he never called again. So I don't think he wants to sell EV6 as well. I think it was just in his software on the computer. Hey, this one decided for you, for the dealer, please call. And then he called, nothing, and then he clicked, I called, done, next. I think it's about that. That's just sad. Where are we? Last week, there we did this. I want an IDX with 329 horsepower. I want an IDX with 408 horsepower. That's what I want. I want 150 kilowatt in the front and in the back. I asked Volkswagen if I can ever drive the IDX and where it will be. And it's still a prototype. So if you want to drive that, you need a prototype license or something. So I doubt that this will happen. I'm one of the 20 probably just subscribed today because of the 500 e-readers. Yay! It's cool. Thank you. No, today was even more. This morning, I think I was at was like 20 subscribers before 15,000. But thank you for subscribing. That's cool. Yeah, 500e was a cool car. Yeah, but I got mine before Chris. That's true. Marty got his ID3 before me. He has better contacts to Volkswagen. Due to a problem with the electrical system, additionally, the suitcase stopped working. Suitcase? Okay. I'm okay with awaiting Wolf. Chris waiting for people that like him and 40,950 others waiting for him to screw up. That's good. That's good. I've ordered a Cupra Born. Cool, but as there's no new info about that, I'm following you. Yeah, I like to get info too, but I'm not getting any. Again, I asked Seat right away how I can get the car early and drive it, and told them all the story with ID3, and that a lot of people who like the ID3 that are subscribing and watching my channel also are interested in the Cupra Born. And I said, yes, we have you on the list. We will invite you, blah, blah, blah. The problem now with COVID is, of course, when there is a media drive or something, because of COVID, it's limited numbers. Normally they would invite 30 people and everybody should drive, and now it's okay, we have to have distance, it cannot be big groups, we have to clean the cars and stuff. And so it's not a lot of people, and that's why the numbers go down. And then I come with 15,000 subscribers, and there is Next Move and Autogefühl and I don't know, Car Maniac with over 100,000 subscribers. Of course, they get to test the car and I'm not. And even though I would not, I would test the car. All the others, when I see the media drives, they just drive and talk about the specs that everybody already know. And I'm not bashing them. I'm just saying that's why I don't watch those videos. The same as Fully Charged. They just drive a bit. They're not really talking about what we want to know. What I want to provide, and this is my goal all the time, and I want to make I make those videos already, but I want to make this with every car. I want to make drive the car for people who are interested in the car, for the experience that they can say, now I can see how the car is driving and behaving. Do I want the car or not? And I mean everything. I mean from the key. Do I want that key? My God, this is a big, huge key, or a tiny key, or the key does this, the software does this. How do I start the car? What can I put in? How much space do I have in the back, in the trunk? I'm driving it. What's happening in the corners? What's happening when I'm accelerating? How is the regen? And then consumption and stuff like this. That someone who's thinking about an EV, but he doesn't know if it's enough for him, can he go to his parents-in-law, I don't know, 300 kilometers away. Does he have to charge in between? How long will the charging take? And stuff like this. What does he have to look for? Okay, I cannot arrive with 20% because charging is slow. I have to arrive under that. Something like this. This is what I want to provide. That's my thing. Where were we? I've ordered, I have several months since I bought it, and 2 months it has been on the brand under repair. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. All done, Wolf. It'll come eventually. Don't use home number phone, just mobile phone number. That all calls will come to the right phone. Well, I don't want to order it anyways. I was just disappointed that they were not more pushing to selling a car. That's the stuff. I mean, I showed interest. I paid money to maybe get the car early, and then they don't do anything about it. In Denmark, you can book a test drive of the Ioniq 5, but only in the weekdays, no weekends. After not and not after work hours. This is not selling a car. The problem with this is with the Ioniq 5 that there's high demand. Everybody wants to drive their car, and so they're giving it out over the weekend or through the night to people where that they know and that they showed more interest of buying it. And I think it depends on the dealer. It's I know it's a tricky business. What feature do you think Volkswagen will offer unlock via paid over-the-air updates? I know one that I cannot talk about yet because they will update a few cars in the next 2 weeks with an app in the car that a few people should test, and I'm one of them. We'll see how it is. I have no idea if it will be good. I know what it should do, but we'll see. And now think about buying an ice car with 400 plus horsepower. Ugh. No, it's just when I think about an ice car with 400 horsepower, I think of loud. And this I don't want. I will never buy an ice car again. Me neither. 62 thumbs up, so we're moving minute by minute. It's true, 67. Cupra Elborn is the next big thing because I like the brand. ID variants more like the Audi and Skoda ID4 variants. Also the Cupra as entry ID3. Well, Cupra at the Born will be expensive. It will be a big battery with the boost. Hey, Finnegans, this will not be cheap. Exactly, that's why we love your content. That's good. And if I have more time at some point, I said it last week, I have a plan. Next year in, I don't know when exactly, so in end of summer or beginning of fall, I wanna just do YouTube. I wanna quit my job and just do YouTube because I see what I earn now with YouTube and I see how it's improving, but I also see how much time I invest in YouTube. And it's not a lot because I work full time, and then in the evening I edit or I film or I do tests, and I also rush a bit through them because I work, come home, eat, relax a bit, and then do a test. And sometimes it is a bit much, or on the weekend. And so the table video. What? Because chair video? Uh-huh. And so for me, I don't invest that much time in YouTube that I could. I could make better videos. I could do more videos to show more details of the car. And I think I cannot take what I earn with YouTube right now and say this is what I will earn when I stop working. I think it will be more because the content will be better and it will be more. And I see that. So I don't know, I'm driving something and I think it would be nice if I would film something happening here. But okay, I have to set up the thing that takes 10 minutes and then I have to do this, but I want to be home at a reasonable time because I have to go to bed and work tomorrow, and so I don't do it. And it would be nice at some point. So my goal is next September, October, something like this. I want to do YouTube. I'm saying that and that's it. I'd said it. Where were we? Oh, okay. I'm more interested in a longer term review, what it's like to live with this car. And I think I can do that too, because I have the cars for 2 weeks. And 2 weeks is a long time. I go to work every day, I take trips, I do charging tests. when you have to have a car for a few hours or for just 1-2 days, you miss stuff or you don't have time to look at stuff. And when you have it for 2 weeks, you know, the first 2 days you do this, and then at some point, how do I do this? Why I can't do this? And then you look it up online or manual, and then it's like this, and then you notice that, and then you put stuff in the car, and then that's true, that's weird, and I like that. It's, exactly, Chris. That's why we love you. Oh, you said that already. Thank you. Will that say that if I ask you, you will go to my mother-in-law? I really love. I think because if you CO2 average, Cooper will start selling next year. Volkswagen Group does not want to sell too many EVs this year, maybe sell not enough next year. Possible. Or there will be so many EVs that is not a problem. 15,000 viewers agree with you. I don't know if all 15,000 agree with me. We'll see. Here they are sold out. Warn also about the 9,570 trap that can end up in just 6,380 if delivered in 2022 or later. Oh, is this over then? Oh, I didn't even know. Since I have my car, I don't look at that anymore. Will the Ioniq and Kona EVs be discontinue now that Ioniq 5 has arrived? No! That's why there was a facelift not long before Ioniq 5 was revealed. The same with the Kia EV6. It's arriving soon, but there has been a prototype spotted of the Eniro facelift. Hey, Jill is here. Hello. Can you live stream the Volkswagen app test? No, I cannot. I don't even know if I can't say anything about it now. And if we get it, I don't know if we can talk about it then. I will ask. How the tire wear so far with your ID3? I haven't seen any, but I also changed tires, so winter tires and then summer tires. I drove with the summer tires from September till December, and then winter tires from December till April, and now again I have the summer tires on. But I haven't seen anything. They all look fine. I'm pretty sure that Volkswagen, when changing the tires, would say something. But I have someone in I don't know if it was the First Movers Club or in the pre-bookers group or in the owners group, said that he has a lot of tire wear. I don't know if he does something different. I mean, I understand that it's a heavy car, and if you push it, you can. Well, that's how it is. Missed everything. Goddamn, Jürgen, did you pull his pants? Yeah, Cooper seems to be not more expensive than ID3. I hope so. It would be nice, but it's not ID3 middle battery level. It is the big battery, so it will be 45 to 50,000. I think that maybe a bit more because it's a Cupra, and they like to do that with the boost function. Where were we? You should start developing an EV for cats to drive. I know that. What about Lionel Messi at PSG? I have no idea what that is. All of those words. I don't know who that is and what PSG is. Jill, Chris is now stripping off the fur from the cat. Soon the rest will come. Oh my god. Oh wow, still some spicy things coming up. Yeah, Cooper L1 has offered a non-boost cheaper entry model than the ID3, at least in northern Germany, at the dealers where they offer Maybach also. Your opinion on the touch controls with the ID3? What are expecting the Mark 8 GTI Golf R North America soon? A lot of people hate the haptic buttons of the ID3. I don't love them, but I don't mind. So a real button, yes, is better. It just, I think the problem is not the button, it's the haptic feedback. I think it's a bit late and a bit long. I would want it way shorter. It's like, and I would want it just like this. And right when I press it, the positive, what you have with this is that you not just can press it, you can slide and stuff. And I use it for cruise control all the time and for volume, where I don't press the plus volume button a few times, I just slide, and then it does it a bit more. And I don't know. I think I don't mind. It's not the perfect solution. I wouldn't want everything in the car to be like that. But on the steering wheel, I don't mind. It's not a problem for me. For me, this is not something where I say, ugh. For example, in Ioniq 5, Kona EV Niro, the beeping, this is something that just bugs me like crazy. And I know a lot of people don't care, and that's fine. But for me, that's a reason to not buy a car. I'm sorry. I don't get when I get into a car and start it and don't have the seatbelt on right away that it has to beep 5 times. I'm sorry, I don't get it. It's annoying me. And then it beeps when it's charging and the charging screen comes up, and then it beeps when I have the car on and I close a door for 5 seconds and loud that you can hear it outside. It's just I'm not a fan of beeping, and if the beeping is stupid, I'm very annoyed. And how I get into the car, I get in the car, turn it on, then everything has to boot up, and that's why I put the seatbelt on then. I'm not driving without a seatbelt, and there is a seatbelt warning anyway, so why would it beep? And this is something for me where no. I cannot support that. That's why I'm pretty sure Kia EV6 will have that too. I will see how I like the drive, but just because of that beeping, I will never get that car. I will freak out. And Cindy said that too. When we had the Kona, when we had the Kia e-Niro, we were both, yeah, beeping the whole time. Oh God. Oh, you should hear the beeping sound of the Volvo XC40 when you don't have a seatbelt on. It's like music. And then it gets double the speed, and the melody changes. It's even nice to hear. You will say, how long do you drive without a seatbelt? I only drive from work to the charger, which is 300 meters, and it's not even a public road. But still, of course, it has to beep, and that's fine. Where were we? Opinion touchcode. Can you elaborate a little bit about the feature that we were able to unlock? It's an infotainment change or a car upgrade such as charging speed, acceleration, channel assist. No, it's an app in the car. That's all I can say. Just confirming if it's an upgrade would suffice. I don't know what that means. So it's an app in the car that does something different. The normal infotainment system stays the same. It's just something extra that you can press and use. When will the delayed charging bugs will be fixed? Really annoying. I want to look after that. I totally understand that. I'm annoyed too. I don't need it. But I get people who have charging power rates that are extremely cheap at night. They would want that. Um, so yeah, that's very shameful that in 2.3 it's still not fixed. This because it worked in the e-up, it worked in the e-golf. It's nothing special to have a timing set for that, so I don't get it. Is it a boost mode? What you are testing? No, no, no. It has nothing to do with that. No, no, no. I sent David Hasselhoff a mail. We might get him as guest star and 20 subscribers. Oh God. They have a pre-order page. They have 58 kilowatt battery. You're not well informed about Cupra. It's true. I'm not well informed. How much more expensive will the ID that will be ID5 than ID4? I don't think there's a difference. It's just a different look. Chris Cooper 150 kilowatt is in Germany 77,200. Before 9600 grand. Cheaper as ID3 and has a 58 kilowatt sold as 62 gross capacity. Check it out. That's good. Beep 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 beep. Yeah, baby, you can drive my car. Yeah. Is Cupra seriously cheaper than ID3? Wow. Well, they say so. I have no idea. Again, I never looked at any page. I never watched any video about it. I just thought Cupra is a sporty version of Seat, and I thought when they release it as the Cupra born and not the Seat born, I thought it will be more expensive, but I was wrong. The car should say, "Hey dummy, put on your seatbelt." No, the car should not say anything. I should drive and not without a seatbelt, and then it should say, "Hey, you're not having a seatbelt on." I noticed lately there's much more Enyaq on roads than ID4 in Netherlands. Took me a while to notice since Enyaq looked pretty conventional. That's true. Oh, okay, thought ID5 would have more trunk than ID4. I don't think that I think ID5 had even less trunk because you're going down before, right? ID4, Ioniq 5, Ioniq are not in Canada probably until December. I don't like Cooper fake Cooper as much as Piano Black. Yeah. Ooh, I'm in contact with, what was the company? I forgot what the company name was, but they are making accessories for the ID3, and I contacted them if I can test a few things, and they're waiting because they get more stuff. And when they have the stuff that they're still getting, so other things, they will send me a bit, and I'll make a video about this because I want to see that. Especially, I saw a picture of the piano black delete in the middle console. I don't have piano black on my doors because of the white interior, but I have it in the middle in the cup holders or where the phone is, and they have something to put on there, a sticker. I want to test it, especially if you can get it off if you're leasing. I want to see that. I don't like Volkswagen i440 should be in Canada in December as well. Yeah, I was in contact with BMW about the i4 media drive, and someone else wrote me back, so I'm guessing a person who has to do with the media drive, and they said, depending on how many people we can invite and blah blah blah, we still want to work with you because they gave me 3 cars so far: Mini Cooper, iX3, and the i3. We'll see what it will be. No test on YouTube or other about ID3 model year 2022. I don't think so. This is all personal cars, and I think I know that the 120 kilowatt charging ID3 should be built since July, I think. So the car should be delivered soon. When are you doing sponsored video? We want more ads. I don't think I will. Well, depends what they're offering me, and I'm still too small. Nobody's offering me anything. Did Volkswagen tell you how often you will get over-the-air updates or after getting the new software? No, they didn't tell me that, but I know the plan is around 3 months. It was a bit longer now, from March to now July. It was 4 months because of the testing. If the over-the-air updates, if they know why it's not working right now so well and that they can make it better, I'm pretty sure then it will be every 3 months around that. Is Audi Q4 e-tron rear-wheel drive performance any different than ID4 rear-wheel drive, since they are both based on MEB platform? What about cargo space? I haven't seen the Q4 yet. I only seen it drive by once. I asked Audi for a press car. They didn't even reply. They don't like me. There's an issue when I'm the only one chatting. You're not the only one, but you're most of the time. That's true. Cupra seems to be a reinvention of Seat brand on a different level. The e-up successor will be developed by Skoda, produced by Cupra in Spain as Cupra. Skoda plus Volkswagen as ID2, ID1 as a short ID. Cool. On that, that would be great to see you test the i4. BMW made the base price in Canada the same as the Model 3. Cool. I think i4 is a great car because you can almost not see that it's a different car than the normal 4 Series, and I like that. And they have good power in there. If they have 2 versions, and one has amazing power, I would like to see that. I'm loving my ID3. However, the app and voice commands suck. The app, yes, there's not a lot of functions in there. And since I got the app in August last year, barely nothing changed. And, e-up, e-golf had more in the app than what ID3 has now. Voice commands I rarely use. I think I used it in the first month on live streams to show people. I never use voice commands. It's just always annoying in every car I ever used. It's I don't know, maybe I mumble. It's just hard to do, and I just do it myself. Maybe you should ask Björn to see if he can sponsor you. It would be fun. That would be really a lot of fun. Did you see the pics of a Tesla Model 2? Looks like a winner if it's cheap enough. I saw a rendering. It wasn't a real picture. It wasn't a real built car yet, right? But uh, I think Tesla is doing a great thing. This is, of course, for them, this is a hard decision because it will be more for the European market and less for the American market. So, yeah, I really start disliking ID4, ID3, 5 looks so much like each other. I missed the time construction could have different styling within their range. Yeah, but this is the first ID thing. I understand that this is annoying to you, but I get it. What is your opinion on a head-up display in ID3? It's a great idea. I personally don't need it. I don't have it in my car. And again, I don't need it. The same as I made 2 videos of the augmented reality part of the ID3 and ID4. Again, I think it looks great. It looks better than in a lot of other cars. But for example, the EQA Mercedes had a great a head-up display. I preferred the clarity of it. But I don't need a head-up display. The augmented reality part of the head-up display would annoy me. If I would use the navigation a lot. It doesn't work with Android Auto yet, so doesn't show it anyways. It shows arrows in the head-up display bottom part, but not the augmented reality part. And so I would use Android Auto, Google Maps for my navigation, not the integrated. But even though I like ID3's navigation, I have to say I like it more than a lot of other cars. Will there be any functionality with hooking up like a train on the highway with ID models? Would be fun and economical. What do you mean? Hooking up like a train? You mean the 2 ID3s are driving with each other's? Uh-huh. ID4 cargo space with the space on the roof not used in regular Vigorous is 858 according to US specs. My god. Yeah, M2 might look better since it's only for European market. That's true. Wolf Marty, where did you see M2? I really like the Volkswagen not have a grill. You don't need a grill on an EV. It's just crazy to design EV with a big cooler grill. Yeah, that's true. I'm not a fan of that too. So i4, again, the same as iX3, and now my Volvo that I have. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that's why it's not so efficient. Ooh, I have more subscribers since we talked. I have to show you that. So that's the nice subscriber count. And you can see here. So we started here. I started the channel on July 26, 2018. So 3 years ago. And it was slowly getting up. I mean, the first 1,000 subscribers I had in February 2019. That is 7 months. After 7 months, I had 1,000 subscribers. And then 7 months later, so it was the same. But then here, this spike here, this is all September of last year, 2020, when I got my ID3. So it went from 5,400 to 7,000 in a week. That happened very fast. And then every time when there was a special video with, this is ID4, I think, around here. And then this here in June, this is Ioniq 5, where it jumped. And you can see I had 10,000 subscribers middle of, where was I? Yeah, almost there, 20th of December. And what do we do today? So it's not fully 8 months, 7.5 months till we are now here at 15,025, and it's so cool. So if this goes on in 7 months or less, I should have 20,000. And my big thing is, for me personally, my goal, I have a different YouTube channel that I don't use, where I played guitar for a long time, and it's at 21,000 subscribers or something. I don't do anything with it. Where is it? How do you change? What's that? Well, I can change up here. Oh, is it here? Yes. 21,100. I want to beat that channel. My own channel. That's my goal in I don't think this year, never this year, but mid of next year, there will be a very, very big step. I mean, I made covers of a melodic death metal band from Sweden. Didn't make any money with it because when you make a cover, the money monetizing goes all to the band, not to you. It was all for nothing when it comes to that. Yeah, but it was a lot of work. I recorded the whole song and everything. When will you be able to Netflix and chill in ID3? I don't think not for a long time. And I'm honest, I don't need that. I don't need Netflix or video or anything like that in the ID3 because it should be in the future that the car is charging so fast and I don't stay that long at a charger that I could deal with watching TV. Or that Android Auto supports that I can watch TV via Android Auto. And I know that there is a car tube or whatever where you can watch YouTube now, but I want that also uh, to work. So when the car is stationary, something like that, that would be nice. Ryan Shaw, Tesla channel, used Cupra L1 photo with Tesla logo and branded as Tesla Model 3. 2 seems to work in USA with no problem. One of the things I love most about proper EVs are the smooth fronts without grills. Yeah. Bad for bucks though. Skoda, Audi also have grills. That's true. Yeah, what I don't like about the Skoda Enyaq is the infotainment screen. That I didn't like that at all. It looks very weird. I don't know. I didn't. That didn't. I don't know. Also, there was something where it felt cheap, even though it isn't. But it felt so far away. I didn't like that at all. My frustration is how long it's taking for Ford to G to become mainstream. I want to save my solar, but don't need too big batteries. Do you see it becoming a standard? This will take a while, and it depends more on the country. Some countries, the electric companies don't want that or are fighting this, and so we'll see. Yeah, so much M2 fakes for months, but haven't seen any decent leaks so far. Where's the big leap with the interior Volkswagen marketing head? Uh, there was no big leap. That was in December. That was just a bit. I was a bit of a thing in December of. I have to go back, huh? In December of 2019. Let's go back. Analytics. What are you thinking? Come on. Go up and go. Oh, no. Let's do the whole thing. Yeah, December 2019 would be here. Yeah, it went up a bit more. You can see it a bit down here, but it's not a lot. ID3 here was just woo unexpected. Where are we? Oh yeah, Jill, I think it was on Facebook page somewhere. Is there a subscription for 4G in the ID3 or is it unlimited? There is a subscription if you want to use the 4G of the car, but for what would you use it right now? Right now, the ID3, the only thing you can use via internet is the internet radio. There's no movie streaming or film streaming or video streaming, anything like that. That's the only thing. And you can still connect your car to via Wi-Fi and hotspot to your phone when you have 4G there and use it then. So it doesn't make sense. I would not do that. And for over-the-air updates, you don't need data. Volkswagen is paying for that. So if you don't have a plan anywhere, if you have 4G, it will download the update. There's nothing to do with that. In the end, you don't need to work. Just make YouTube. Yeah, YouTube can be work, but it's more freedom, and I can just do more. I think I can do more. And also my plan, if I ever do that, and if it's really happening, just YouTube for work. The plan is to do a video per day. So not that I will make every day a video. I mean that I will publish a video a day So at one day I will want to work from Monday to Friday or whatever, what's best for the test. Saturday to Wednesday, I want 2 days off, but I want to make more videos on one day and then less on this. But I want videos to have them and make it maybe even more into so more detailed and more more production, so it's a bit more entertaining and stuff like that. That would be nice. The graph spiked up when your wife started to give her nonsense comments. She's not giving nonsense comments. Stop that. Don't do that. Do you still get subscribers on Chef channel? No. I don't think it's moving at all. Let's look. How do I get over there? How do I do that? Ah, here. Let's look. Move over. I don't earn anything, I know that. Analytics, I earned $10 in the last, and minus 3 subscribers. What the hell? Go there. Let's see that in the since I created it. What's happened here? I lost all my subscribers in one day and then came back the next day. That's weird. Yeah, and it's then you can see that it's standing still for the last. Oh, this is since I have it. I didn't start with 4,000. I think there's nothing. I mean, I had that channel a long time ago, and then it ramped up here, and then slowly, and then I stopped videos around here, and it was just steady. But what is it? What can I do for the last year? 2021. It's barely changing. I mean, look at that. There were more here for whatever reason, and then I went back. Yeah, it's changing around, but people are just unsubscribing. My last video was in 2015. Is it true? No, I have to see. No, my last video was September 2018. So almost 3 years ago. That's cool. I don't even remember what I did that. Where were we? Let us subscribe and that the chef channel is raised the line. There are lots of EVs showing up in German roads. I see a lot. But I see the same. So I see a lot of i3s, BMWs. I see a lot of Renault Zoes. Model 3s are becoming more. Model S, rarely. Model X, almost none. I see more and more ID4 because a few, how you call them? Oh my God. When you want to learn how to drive in Germany, you go to a driving school, and where they drive around with the cars, I saw a Kona and 2 or 3 ID4s, which I don't think is a good idea to teach people on an electric car, because they have to learn how to shift gear. I think that's how it is. Let's all subscribe to the chef now. Will be harder to beat. That's true. Don't think people understand Netflix and chill expression here. Oh, is this an expression? I know I don't need. No Netflix needed. Just use my phone if I need to watch something. The Ioniq screen is also centered and not angled towards the driver. That's strange. Yeah, I love that in the ID3. I hate that in so many EVs when the screen is just straight, and I don't know. I love that in my ID3. It's amazing. And it's not so much that it looks weird. We should make a fake M2 leak to reach 100,000 subscribers in no time, Chris. Remember, I'm great at Photoshop. But I'm also lying. I don't want to do that. Netflix and chill was actually of the main reasons for deciding on the Model 3. I am that much of a geek. That's cool. But yeah, I understand that, but I don't need that. Especially in the Model 3. I mean, it's charging with 250 kilowatt or an Ioniq 190, and it's very efficient. You're done in 10 minutes. In those 10 minutes, you set into the car, look if it's charging properly, drink a bit, and then you're going. Hi Chris, in my opinion, it's a shame that the ID3 doesn't have bigger batteries than 58 kilowatt hour. The bigger battery version only has 2 seats behind. No, that's wrong. there's only there's a 77 kilowatt hour battery Pro S with 5 seats also. They changed that. There, in the beginning it was only 4 seats, but they changed it. There's only a 5 season now too. You should Google Netflix and chill. Not sure that's the reason you bought Model 3. Is this some weird sex thing again? In Germany, you eat currywurst while charging, not Netflix. I hope the Cupra Born has 3 seats in the rear on the bigger battery version. Where is Rich? That's true. 4G will take 3 to 5 years before becoming really usable across Europe, because they do already cooperate with home solar solutions vendors since 2019. At least one big one from Lower Saxony. Wait, there's a second meaning to that now? Why would you buy a 40,000 euro car if you can have Netflix on a perfect 400 euro tablet? He just wanted integrated, so I understand that he doesn't have to do anything. You get in, you are in the car, you're charging, you look at the charging screen, and then you tap Netflix, tap play. You don't have your tablet and connect to the internet and do things like this. I get it that people like that and geek out. Yeah. First, Chris will have to be friend with Volkswagen before living from YouTube. I hope I can get be friends with other companies as well. Health and greetings from Spain. A Barino Twingo E-Tech Electric, a special edition. That's cool. Enjoy it. Don't go under 11%. If you've seen the video. No worries except me. Now you know, understand my joke. I said no nonsense. She's very earnest. Tell her how's it going. He from Toronto. Okay. How many kilometers was Walter without age eaten now? It's almost 21,000 kilometers. And how long are you planning to be your car? Asking because if when I buy an ID3, will keep it for some years. I'm leasing my ID3, and I'm leasing it for 3 years. And the plan is 22,500 kilometers a year I can drive. This is all in my lease payment. I pay 457 euros a month. I did it like that because the first 3 months were for free. So I saved 1,300 euros. That's why I did that, since I was a first mover. And so this September will be the first year, and then I have it another 2 years, and then next EV. And I'm pretty sure the next EVs leasing, what I will do will only be maximum of 2 years, maybe even just 1 year. So I can change cars every year to get better content. How many kilometers was YouTube full time is not much more freedom, just a different dependence from YouTube money and getting cars time ahead of others, keeping channel clean, reinvesting money, fighting over formats. What I mean with freedom is I can decide when to do something and what time. Nobody is telling me you can't do that or you have to do that today. That's what I mean. So, and for me, it is more freedom in the way that right now, since I'm working, when I'm working, I can't make a video. So I have more time to make a video, and that would be just nice, and put more effort in it and make it more interesting, think a bit more. I mean, I'm trying to do that now, but with work, sometimes that's just too much. And then the videos are suffering and the work is suffering a bit too. And work gets annoying. Yes, I'm depending on YouTube. That's totally true. And that's why I'm waiting another year. I'm not doing it right now. I want to still grow and have with Patreon support and donations and or support like this, and then with YouTube money coming in, and then get to a level where I'm okay, then just focus on this, and hopefully I can increase this because I'm focusing on it. That's the plan. If I will do that, and if it will work fine, and if I do stop working completely and just YouTube, or if I still have a tiny job 1 day a week or so, I don't know yet. We'll see. Ugh. When I drove to Italy from Denmark, I saw quite a few EVs in Germany, even less in the south than Italy. but I also think there needs to be a lot more EVs in Germany to stand out. Any news on the Kia EV6 arrival in Germany? No, I'm just still waiting to hear back from Kia about that. Will the EV6 be more expensive than the Ioniq 5? You can see the prices already. Just go to Kia in your country. You can see the prices for the EV6. Chris is a lot of In Flames content. I was sad to see them drop from the Megadeth tour due to COVID. Chris, any photos or price of the ID2? I have nothing on that. Sorry. I will do a fake ID2 leak looking like a mini M3. Might launch controversy and create views on my YouTube channel. It's true. Do you think the Volkswagen ever will unlock 150 kilowatt charging on the ID3? They will test that on their test cars, and if they see that the battery is fine, I'm pretty sure this will come. If they see, okay, there's degradation with 150 or more kilowatts, and it's possible if, and the problem is always this. You have to think, the car maker is making a battery. It can charge with 100, let's say 200 kilowatt, it's no problem. The problem is how it will be charged, how many times, at what temperatures, how was the temperature before charging started, and then they will know if the cooling system that's integrated is enough for the battery to not get any damage over time. And they still don't know over time. They give 8 years warranty. There is Rich. I will try to financially support you, Christopher, if you go full-time YouTube. Yeah, you alone. You will support my wealth. Rich is here. Everybody's happy. So I think Volkswagen is testing a battery. I'm pretty sure they have batteries that they're charging with 200 kilowatt for testing and see how the battery is holding up. The problem is, will the user also charge it in a way that it's okay for the battery, or because it's 150 kilowatt, will somebody just only charge DC and always under 15%, that he always gets 150 kilowatt, and then I don't know, every second day, and that's not good for the battery. And they cannot say, oh, you can't do that. They have to say the battery works, and that's why they go with the power down. For the normal user, it would work, but there's one idiot who will screw it up for everyone else. And that's me. Yeah, I said it. Oh my god. Where were we? Do you find that if you brake hard in ID3, it can feel like you're not going to stop? Yes, and I made a video about that. So I made my 7 dislikes, strongly dislike about ID3, and this is one. And it's not that it's not going to stop. It will stop when you press it hard. The problem is the balance between regen and then the normal braking, and then if you have to brake harder, how much more you have to press. In every EV and I drove so far, regen, you press, and then the normal brakes kick in, and then if you have brake harder, you press harder, and that's fine. In the ID3, you press harder, it's still not enough, you have to press very hard, and then it works, and the balance is just off. And it wasn't in the ID4. Yeah, and I never experienced that in any other car, but I also didn't drive all the EVs I had in a very sporty way where I had to brake hard. But a few, not all, but a few. Do you think it's possible for Hyundai to speed up Kona charging by software update? Of course. Why not? They can do that. I don't think they will, because now with the facelift model, it's still the same charging. And when they didn't change it in the last 3 years, after knowing how the car, the battery is reacting to charging, and they had the whole battery problem, I don't think they're risking anything. I don't think the Kona will ever get faster charging speed. I think this is the one of the last. Maybe I don't know if there will be another facelift for the Kona. When will the ID bus come out? Not the cargo. Can't wait to turn it into a self-driving mobile office. I don't know. I have no idea. That's hella cheap leasing terms compared to Denmark here. 90 likes, almost done. After I can find Netflix and chill. What is that, masturbating? Why is Netflix a thing for that? I don't get it. You always making everything about sex. Remember, wife must not suffer. When is your nose job? I don't know. That I have the doctor's appointment a week after the motor show in Munich. What is it? September 13th after appointment where they will look how they have to repair inside so I can breathe better, and then maybe they fix this here. I don't know yet if I will do that. They will tell me how much it costs or if it's even included, if the health insurance is paying for that, and what they have to do. I know they have to break my nose and everything. Will all be decided then. We'll see. Is there any news about Gigafactory Berlin? Will it will be open? No, it's been really quiet on news and stuff like this. I mean, there's always the video every week somewhere, but when they fly over. But other than that, Giga Berlin will open once finished. Fact. It's true. Yes, the freedom of no obligation is a 6-to-2 job is there for sure. Leasing a car for a year won't work because grants need 2 years lease at least. Is there any ID3 that would make a difference? I don't know what the last part means, but that's true. Rich again. If they make the cute nose any smaller, then we are over. You're way too nice. You're way too nice. It's not good. Do you do that with other channels? I want to know that. I mean, I don't know how many times you have donated on my live streams. 30 times? 40 times? You've spent a month worth salary on me. Thank you. But that's true with the 2-year. We'll see. Maybe we'll see. I don't know yet. And maybe the grants till I get a car, the grants are so low that it makes sense. We'll see. My partner drove home last night in the dark. First time seeing the Matrix headlights. We were both really impressed with them. Definitely a must-have on future cars. You have the car for a year and it's the first time you drove in the dark with the lights? Are you what? For a year you have one car and this is the first time you drive at night? Go for Steve! Hi, wish you all the best and 10 times 10 more subs. Thank you. So nice. I'm not rich. Hey Chris, what software do you use for editing your videos? Is editing process complicated? I use Adobe Premiere. I have the whole Adobe package. I use Photoshop, Adobe After Effects, and it's complicated in a way that you have to work a bit with it. Of course, I don't do stuff that the software is capable of. I looked into it for a year. I watched a lot of videos how to do stuff, but I rarely used it. I looked at After Effects to do animations with text and stuff, and it is on a few videos of mine. When you watch my first Renault Zoe videos, the intro was made like that. I stopped doing that. It's just way too much work for something that no one cares and still doesn't look professional because I'm not that good. Well, it doesn't have to be complicated. You can do it with different software that's way easier, and it's less complicated, but you also cannot do as much. I do Premiere because I can do the stuff that I want to do. I have to speed up, you know, again, stop it. Yes, but I like to support Chris channel. Oh my god. You're way too nice. I'm complaining about him now. I'm not. Yeah. Rich, come with us to Patreon. Less money will go to Google and more to Chris. Yeah, Patreon also gets 20% or something. Nice channel, really. Thank you, Brecher XP. Fabi is going for the Quantum Scape. Solid step better released for the upper fleet cars from 2025 on as announced, but still Hyundai have a big advantage. We'll see. The brakes of the ID4 is a little like a sponge, I think. It's not amazing if you really have to brake. Feels like squeezing. I like the drum brakes. Chris facelift, will it be the last one like Kona 2? That's true. What's wrong with your nose? Looks fine. No, my problem is breathing. So my nose canal is not straight. It's bent in the way. So, and I have asthma. And so both of those, I get not enough air through my nose. The nose is very loud. Cindy hates it. I don't mind. But I also cannot breathe very well. And that's why they have to change that so I can breathe. You can also see that it's a bit crooked. But it's more inside where I cannot breathe very well. And then the other thing is this bump that I hated since I was in school. I don't mind that much now. But again, I will ask if they have to do that anyways, and I'm in the hospital for 2 or 3 days, and they cut around and do stuff in there anyways. If I will do it, it's not sure. Then we'll see. Rich is also doing that OnlyFans. Oh my god. Is Chris an OnlyFans? Of course I am. Rich, do you know you can post comments without donating? Just wondering. Oh my god, the matrix lights don't work on the city. We were coming back from my son's 30th birthday party. And that's what I mean. So you only drive in the city. You never were outside to use the high beams. That's cool. Thanks, Chris, for almost remembering my birthday. What? You said it last Friday and then I forgot and I asked you. Like you would know mine. I said it once. Movie Maker, yes, that works fine for just editing a bit. That's true. But if you really want to do a bit more precise, little fades in between and stuff, and speeding up and zooming in and have automation in there, that's not a bit more human-like, then you need a bit different stuff. I made a point of going out for a drive at night to see the active matrix lights the day after I got my ID3. Love the channel. Thank you, Stuart. Yeah, I checked out the lights in the first day home. It's even on a live stream on September 11th last year when I drove home from Dresden, and then I tested it. It was on the live stream. And the first day after a few hours. Well, I drive motorcycle and it's all about loud pipes, Chris. If you get rid of that bump, your glasses won't be able to stand in your tiny nose. I don't know if this is the part. It's even before, I think. See? The glasses hold before the bump. The bump is here. Again, I don't know yet. Oh, where are we? Support mine. I can do a live stream only for you. Oh god. You should just get some more cats and your nose will be fine. But good luck with new nose and thank you. Well, when is yours? Haha, see, you don't know. Thanks for one of the best EV channels on YouTube. Oh, that's nice. That's cute. Kids reach 100 likes. That's true. I have to stop. 100 likes is the end. And Rich donated enough. I can live another day. Survive another day. Oh God, it was a fun thing today. That was nice. And over 100 people most of the time without special ID3 content. I'm very happy. Chris, your videos look very good. I watched Björn and others from the beginning. Thank you. Steve Holt. Well, I try to. I ordered a new camera, by the way, the Sony, oh my God, ZV-E10. Good night, all. Early morning Dubai flight. Thanks, Chris. You have a good flight. Take care. For 3 weeks at Aldi with rich donations. That's true. It was 26 euros. He donated. He donated 4 times. Why is it different color? Is it how much money it is? The first one is orange. The other 3 are turquoise. Why is that? So I ordered a new camera. It has a few advantages over mine that I'm using right now here, the Canon M50, but it also has a few disadvantages, and that's why I want to try. I mean, the advantage is that the new camera both can record 4K that I'm not using for editing or uploading. But 4K has the big advantage that I can zoom in something. So if I put it, for example, when I'm driving here, where I use this camera most of the time, except for range test where I have the GoPro in 4K, I do the zoom in so you can see a bit more if I'm doing something. And it would be nice if I can use 4K for that. and then zoom a bit in that you can see stuff better if there's something happening, not just 1080p and I cannot zoom, it looks horrible. And this camera here can do 4K, but it's cropped. So normally you see this, what you see here, and if I do 4K, then you only see this, and it's just not usable because then I have to put it all the way back, and then I see the seats in the camera. It's just not usable. And also this camera has bad autofocus in low light, but most cameras do, except for the high price ones. But in 4K, during the day, it has great autofocus with good light. And in 4K, it has horrible autofocus, and that's just not usable. And the Sony has 4K without crop. It will show my audio levels. This one here, I have to press something to see my audio levels if the microphone is working. Because when I'm filming, when I'm driving, I always turn off the microphone and turn it back on because it cannot be on for 4 hours. And then I have to check if it's really audio coming into the camera, and the Sony just shows it in the display. I don't have to press anything. And there's a record, if it's recording, there's a red circle, and in the front there's a red circle. This camera doesn't show me that it's recording, except in the screen, a little red thing. And there was something else that was better. Can't remember. I think there was something else. The battery. Oh, battery state of charge. This camera has shows of the battery 3 bars, and it's totally wrong. So it shows full bars all the time. Then suddenly it shows 1 bar, and a minute later the battery is empty. And the Sony shows percent, 80%, 70, 60, and so on, like it should be. This is horrible here. I mean, this camera works fine so far, but I want to try. It's not a high-end camera at all. It's a low-entry vlogger. But the problem with the Sony that I have seen in a few reviews is that it has the swimming when you pan. So that usually when you pan and you have something that's straight, it goes like this. And if the processing cannot cope with it, then it's doing this. Even though you're filming a pole, for example, it looks like this. And this, of course, is crap. But I also have seen that this only happens, mostly happens in 4K. Also, the stabilization seems to crop in a bit, which is not great. Again, I have to test it. It's coming out next week or so. Then will be delivered, and then I will test it if it's worth it. And if not, I just send it back. 4K is not needed. It is overkill. I don't need it to upload a video. 4K for me is good to crop in. So I'm filming the whole dashboard of the car while I'm driving, and then a nice message comes up in the infotainment screen. And when I film this in 1080p and I zoom in, you cannot see what's happening. And with 4K, I can zoom in. And the GoPro and my E4K Plus can film 4K, but when you zoom in, it's not looking very good. And of course, a mirrorless camera with a bigger sensor, it looks just way better. I'm trying that. I don't know if I'm doing that, of course. Well, now 4 weeks. ID3 nose surgery content for sure. Best ID3 nose. Shouldn't be able to buy 2 noses. It's pronounced turquoise. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I'm not in German. It's turquoise, and that's why I say it that way. Color changes depending on amounts. Ah, I didn't know that. Color combination showing interval of amounts. Hey, which decrease needs a high-end camera? Can you charge new camera on Ionity? No. Oh, and that's another thing. It has this camera has a USB micro port. So to use it here, hey Finnegan, to use it here for live streaming, it's really annoying. Sometimes it doesn't work. I have to plug in, turn it off, turn the streaming software off, OBS, do it again, and blah blah blah. And I cannot configure a lot. It's really weird. And also I have to use a special battery that's not a battery, because underneath I plug in a power supply. And the Sony has a USB-C that you plug in. It's charging the camera or the battery or giving the camera power. And at the same time, the USB-C goes into a computer and it's a webcam or for streaming like this. So it should be very easy, not so complicated as it is with this. Those and I could maybe have a second camera for this live streaming here. So at home, so I can use the Sony for this and have this camera then here and show Finnegan more or whatever, something like this. Who knows? And then in the car too, I can film with two mirrorless cameras with a bigger sensor, not all GoPro. Of course, it looks better. It does look better. Where were we? Is the stream over? No, it's still working, but I'm very soon gone. My Finnegan. You should listen to Tony Wilmer's Lifetime in ID3 someday. Maybe you will like it. It sounds like normal music. I'm a metal guy. I mean, real metal guy. I'm listening to Cannibal Corpse, Meshuggah, and stuff like this. So really metal. You will have fun with the new camera for sure, and a lot of cognitive dissonance after the pursuit to return it or not. If you return, which one would be the next to check? There's not another one to check. All the rest, I would love the Sony A7S III, but it's 3,500 euros. That's my dream camera. I would like to have to film because it's amazing in low light and everything, but it's just way too expensive. And there is no other camera on the market right now that checks the boxes and is affordable. I mean, this is 850 euros. This one here was with the lens 550, so this is 300 euros more. And if I get the camera and I want to use it for more, not just for that one 4K shot and for streaming, and if I will use it for 1-2 videos, and if I notice that it looks horrible because of this cello effect and the stabilization, and that I cannot see myself because stabilization crops in, I would have no problem with returning stuff. I returned a lot that was expensive. I bought a guitar processor once for 2,500 euros, used it for 3 months and sold it again because it didn't sound like I wanted it to sound, even though it should have been the best. The Fractal Audio FX2? Yes, was the FX2. You will have fun. No idea for stream. Chris, keep on talking. It's true. I don't know why. It's so much going on here. Can't see any test of EQA all-wheel drive. No, I asked, and Mercedes told me there will not be a press car with the EQA all-wheel drive. I asked a local dealer if they have one, and they said they don't have any. They don't just have the normal EQA, and if they get an all-wheel drive, they will contact me. That one is powered mostly by rear EMS motor. The four-wheel drive is powered by induction motor. Could be possible that the all-wheel drive version is more efficient. If I get it, I won't. For me, it's more about the driving, because the front-wheel drive motor of the EQA was not nice. I didn't enjoy that. I heard that new camera is great for TikTok videos. You should start. Does Ionity record charging progress curve? If so, you should ask for it. I don't know if they record the charging session. No idea. What are you doing with your fingers and fist? I don't know. Turquoise means turquoise, and I was wondering what the turquoise was about, assuming it might have to do something with Turkey or so. ID3 model 2020, what are the differences? They have a 360-degree camera now available, I think, and the middle battery has faster charging. Hi Chris, do you use Faraday box to keep out car keys? Many thanks, Oscar. No, because my garage is 10 meters away, and also it should not do anything. Volkswagen, I know it did in the beginning with the ID3, but it shouldn't, because Volkswagen, when you are close with your key to the car, yes, the key is blinking, and that the car is not turning off properly and stuff. But Volkswagen told me, I hope it's true, that the key also has a motion sensor. And when the key is not moving, so even if you put the key right beside the car and the key is not moving, the car should still think, okay, this is not in a human's hand. I don't need to unlock or keep the systems on. That's what they told me. I hope that's true. I've bought many guitars and amplifiers, and no one of them sounded like I wanted them to. That's true. I mean, what I have now, a really old. Oh my God, what do I have? Randall R150 G3 transistor amp. That's okay for live, for metal. I love that sound a lot, but the clean sound is horrible. Really horrible. You were doing this and this? Really? Casper, do you have to buy some more? Casper, you should ask Rich to support in your quest. That's true. My phone already 70%. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I think that's it for today. It's 9 p.m. Oh yeah, chill. I wanted to ask you, Cindy. Cindy had the idea, and it's an honest idea. Cindy still wants to move away from Bavaria at some point. She doesn't like there's too many people around. She doesn't like the weather here. She doesn't like the people. Bavarians can be very selfish, and she really thought about moving to Netherlands. So, what's your take? Is it expensive? Is it nice? I mean, the Amsterdam, the beach is not far away, but is it busy? All of this. Is it good for EVs? I mean, you have a lot of fastnet charging. I would prefer, weather here is even worse. I would prefer southern Italy. It's expensive too. And you are great for EV. What's wrong with northern Germany? I'm not saying northern Germany. I'm saying I live in southern Germany. Move to Dublin, Chris. Much nicer people. Yeah, that's the problem. That's I don't. That's a bit far. And then drive there. And Amsterdam is worse. That's good. Yeah, Cindy, and I agree. And at some point, when I'm really living off YouTube, if it really would work, then we're even more free. We can move around. We can live somewhere else. It's fine. Speeding limit in Netherlands is 100 kilometers per hour. Not good enough for your 300 kilowatt powertrain. Maybe try Portugal. They have 2 Ionity chargers. You can live next door to Björn. No, I'm not moving to Norway. Nothing north. It's way too cold and too much snow. We just talked about Netherlands because you don't have snow, right? Or barely any. I mean, northern Germany doesn't have snow. It's great for EV. Is it different? Is it the opposite of what you are looking? Highly populated area and you're moving into Munich because Netherlands is smaller than the Netherlands. More or less. House market in Netherlands is crazy. Together someday. Smaller than Bavaria. Agree, house market is insane. Okay, then that's done. Well, I still want to move somewhere where the weather is nicer. So and Cindy said right away that's also a problem. She doesn't want to learn another language. I mean, she moved from Canada here and she learned German. And with 42 years, she's saying I not want to learn another language. So maybe Südtirol. You know, there's a lot of Germans there. Maybe you don't have to. But I don't know how the weather is there. I would prefer southern Italy. So even in the winter, it's almost 20 degrees, something like that. We haven't experienced summer yet. The Netherlands are not warm. No way, Netherlands weather is nicer. You could move to Malta. The problem is when I'm that far away in Italy and I'm also far away from anything that has to do with EV cars. So when there's a media drive, for me it would be better to be in the middle of Germany somewhere, Frankfurt or yeah, something like this. So I'm close to Wolfsburg, close to Munich, Stuttgart, all of this. That would be nice. But I never been there for a long time, so I don't know. Weather is nicer than in Bavaria. Baden-Württemberg is better. Why? You're the same, latitude. Mecklenburg-Vorpommern has a low population density and very nice summers at the coast. Yeah, I was in Norderney as a kid twice 6 weeks during summer holidays. It was too cold for me. Moved to the UK, we have no snow, mostly nice otherwise. I thought it rains there all the time. Cindy was in Scotland and it was raining for 4 days. In Südtirol, the weather forecast lasts 10 minutes. Wolfsburg. But seriously, Portugal is nice. I was in Portugal for 3 days. It was nice. I was in March. It was 20 degrees there. I was sick. I remember that. But it was okay. It's the best climate in Germany. Yes, Cindy looked it up. Wasn't it the Odenwald or something? You looked it up. What has the best climate, the least rain, and the most sun hours? Know that I don't want you around. mach-e is the spot for people that want to live on their own. Okay. Come to Portugal, those 2 Ioniq chargers are lame, but you won't need winter tires. That's true. In Wageningen, English is normal because of the international university. Funny how it was almost dead here, and you asked me about Netherlands, and people woke up. Norderney is Lower Saxony, not mach-e. Norderney is left top. It's an island in was Friesland. No, not Friesland. It's not Pommern, I know that, but that's Lower Saxony? Are you sure? The point with Malta is they speak English. Scotland is very wet, further south is better. And our warm temperatures are good for EV batteries. France and get a real Twingo EV. Nah, France is not my thing. The same as Spain, I'm sorry. I think Freiburg has the most sun hours in Germany. No one wants you and me united. See all those guys telling them not to move here. Germany is still the best for EVs. Buy Cindy a sun lamp instead. Love Lower Saxony. At you. You with the sex jokes. Okay, it's over now. 110 likes, 26.5 euros. I'm rich. In Friesland, I got free coffee at a fast charger. Who doesn't want to go to France? Too much chance to see Angelique. No, it's the language. I'm sorry. I was there as a child, and you know that, and I want to go to what we said, Normandy coast once. Not Normandy. Yeah, it is. But Dornay is of Friesland, and there's part of Lower Saxony. What else? It's really. I thought. Ah, Niedersachsen. Yeah, that's my problem. I'm not good with changing within Sachsen and Niedersachsen. That is totally different. I mean, in Bavaria we have Oberfranken, Unterfranken. That's next to each other. Not Saxony here and Niedersachsen up there. It's just weird. But that's it. Bye.